Hi everyone, in today's lesson I want to explain to you the topic of exponents. Okay, let's start. What's an exponent and what it means in algebra? So, the exponent of a number says how many times 2 is a number in a multiplication. Let's look at some examples. For example, I write here 6. The exponent is 2. In algebra, 6 is a base. 2 is an exponent or power or indices. So, how should we calculate this expression in algebra? 6, the exponent is 2. This number 2 says us 2 is 6 twice in multiplication. So this expression equals to 6 multiplied by 6 equals to 36. So in words, this expression could be called 6 to the second power or 6 to the power 2 or simply 6 squared or 8. The exponent is 2. This number says 2 is 8 twice in the multiplication. So I write 8 multiplied by 8 equals to 64. So we say 8 to the power 2 or 8 to the second power or simply 8 squared. One more, 5. The exponent is 3. This number says 2 is 5 3 times in the multiplication. So I write here 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 equals to 125. In verse, we say 5 to the third power or 5 to the power 3 or simple 5 cubed or 2, the exponent is 4. This number 4 says 2 is 2 4 times in the multiplication. So I write here 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 16. If you notice, exponent make it easier to write multiplication. Instead of writing 4 times 2 here, we just write 2, the exponent is 4. Exponents are also called power or indices, as I said before, and you can multiply any number by itself as many times as you want using exponents. So, what about if the exponent is 0 or 1? Let's look at if the exponent is 1. I'll write here one example. Example 5. The exponent is 1 equals to, 5. The exponent is 1 equals to 5 itself, or 3. The exponent is 1 equals to 3 itself. And we can also write this as a formula. A, the exponent is 1 equals to A itself. The exponent is 0, you just get 1. For example, 5. The exponent is 0 equals to 1. 3. The exponent is 0 equals to 1. So, but what about 0? The exponent is 0. In math, the explanation of this expression is much more complicated than you think. It requires more mathematical knowledge to prove it. And now we just say this expression is indeterminate. Okay, let's continue with negative exponent. What is a negative exponent and how should we calculate it? I write here one negative exponent, 5. The exponent is negative 3. So, the negative exponent can be expressed as a positive reciprocal of the base multiplied by itself x times. So this expression equals to 1 divided by 5. The exponent is positive 3 and equals to 1 divided by 125. Or 5, the exponent is negative 4 equals to 1 divided by 5. The exponent is positive 4 equals to 1 divided by 625. If you notice, the larger the negative exponent, the smaller the number it represents. So 1 divided by 125 more than 1 divided by 625. While positive exponent indicate repeated multiplication, negative ones represent repeated division. So negative exponent can be represented as a positive reciprocals. And finally, I want to explain the meaning of reciprocal. What is a reciprocal in algebra? So reciprocal is a fraction where the numerator and denominator switch places. For example, 2 is a number, yes? And we can represent this as a fraction. If I divide it by 1, I get a fraction. 2 divided by 1. If I switch places numerator and denominator, 1 divided by 2, I get a reciprocal. Then 2 and 1 divided by 2 are reciprocals. So that's all I have to tell you today. See you in my next lessons. Goodbye.